Hello, everybody, and today we're talking about passive aggressiveness and what does that look like? Well, let's just take the situation that Carl and Becky did last Monday at Positivity. We played a game where we have different situations and we have to act out how to do that. Like, what does assertiveness look like? What does aggressiveness looks like? And the dreaded passive aggressiveness. Well, Becky was wanting to order French fries, and Carl was supposed to say, no, I don't want French fries. And so they had a conversation, a dialogue about that. And in the end, Carl let Becky have the French fries. And then Becky was so happy, pretending to eat her French fries. And then Carl came over and put ketchup all over Becky's French fries. Boom, that's it. The perfect example. What it is you let the other person get what they want, and then you punish them on the back end, either destroying what you gave them or making them feel bad about letting them have it, or you actually too take it out on yourselves because you did not get to do what you wanted to do. You start eating, or you start drinking, or you just start acting crazy, acting out things because you're really unhappy. And a lot of people do this in marriages. That first it starts out like you just let the other person because you actually love them, you want them to feel good, but you are not getting what you need. A lot of times maybe we don't even know what we need. When we get into relationships, sometimes we just spend all our attention trying to make that other person like us that we lose sight of ourselves. And that can be a problem and an issue because in the end, it never makes us happy. We have to stand on our own. We cannot rely on what we do for others or what they do for us to make us happy. And that comes into being passive aggressiveness. And so a lot of times when we don't know what we need to figure out, clarify our lives and live with intention. That means get out the weeds. Don't have people around you that don't get you. You go to a party, and one time I went to a party and this girl came up to me and said, "Tammy, you used to be so conservative." And I'm like, "What, really?" And then she's like, "Well, back in the day you were so conservative, and then now you're just kind of wild." And I'm thinking, oh, okay, what am I supposed to do with that? It made me very defensive about myself and have to take a look and see, is she right? And no, she's not right. My whole life, I've been kind of crazy. My mom would never call me conservative. I was always danced. I've always sung my whole life. It wasn't like a thing to get attention. It's just something that I do. And I worked in a can-can bar or a Dixieland van and danced on a bar. And so I was looking at her. The only reason why someone would say that to me is because I'm not doing what they want me to do, or I am not who she wants me to be. And people are not the boss of me. Only God and I are good. We're good together. I make mistakes and he tweaks it out. He can do that. And it's okay. But the deal is, if we're not able to tell our truth, then those people stay in our lives. And sometimes, and even if they're supposed to be in our lives, if we're not able to tell our truth, then it's a false relationship. We can tell our truth and they will still be in our lives if we're able to say our truth. And that's kind of hard. Situations to say when you have to clarify and choose, and what is your intention in this? Like when a guy wants to take you out and you keep, and every time you go to a party, they keep saying, "I want to date you. I want, let's go out. I want to change your life, blah, blah, blah. I want to buy you things," whatever. You need to tell them, "I'm not interested. This is never going anywhere. I don't want to date you." And let the dust fall. Just say, "I'm uncomfortable with this. When you do this, it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable." And at first they're going to go, "Why? Why not? I'm the one. Why not? I didn't do that. Why? Why?" You don't have to tell them why. You don't need to tell them why. You don't need to tell them why you feel the way you do. It is none of their business. I mean, heck, half the times we don't even know what we want or how we feel or why we feel it. Something way deep inside that we are not understanding yet. And at that time, we need to be able to say it. Because the next time we see those people, they're going to still be the same way. We didn't even tell them that it made us uncomfortable. So how can we expect the situation to ever change? You may say, "Oh, but we're going to lose friends." You know what? That could be true. Probably you will in the beginning. It's very lonely to start living your life for real in the beginning. But after the dust settles, you look around and you have the people that you're supposed to be with. You have the people that get you. You have the people that are supposed to enhance your life, and your world will grow, and you'll be able to shine like nobody's business. And that's how God wants us to be. God wants us to live in light, and then in light can we only grow and change who we are actually supposed to be, not to make others happy, and not to be Miss Popular, or we don't need to, we'll just be who we're supposed to be. Make it a great Saturday. Love you. Mwah. Choose love. It's always a choice.